So, hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me on my podcast, Profit with a Plan. This is where you can get some great ideas on your business to make it profitable. Just so you know, financial planning isn't only for those that have a lot of money or run really big companies. A workable financial plan is for us everyday small business owners and professionals that want to keep more of our hard-earned money and make great financial decisions. So join me, Marcia Reiner, your certified financial planner and financial business strategist, each Tuesday for some smart ideas that can add more profits to your bottom line. I am really passionate about working with ambitious business owners who are working their ass off every day. They're making good money, but they don't have a lot to show for it. So I help them fix their cash flow really fast so that they can increase their profits. This helps them build wealth without sabotaging their business. They know they can grow a sustainable business that they can sell for a lot more money later on. If this sounds familiar to you, or you know anybody that may be curious, share my podcast with them, or let's chat. You can always book a brief call with me to see how we can get together and create more profits in your business. Get on my scheduler at calendly.com/Marcia-16. Like I say, there must be 16 of us on Calendly. So I am really excited with today's podcast to introduce a friend of mine. Burcu is a master at marketing and coaching. She came to us from Turkey 3 years ago and is here in California with us. And she is the proud owner of her company, Joyy Marketing and Coaching. She's also an NLP master practitioner and a professional life coach and speaker. Her company helps entrepreneurs find their passion and share their message throughout the world. So welcome, Burcu.
Hi, Marcia.
I'm so glad you're here. So Burcu and I are in a couple of networking groups together. And she has been very kind to come on the podcast with us and talk about how she helps her clients. So, Burcu, most of my clients are small business owners. How do you and your message help my clients to increase their profits?
First of all, thank you so much for having me. This is a pleasure to be at your podcast. And what my company does, Joyy Marketing and Coaching, we work with small business owners as you work. We help them to share their message in a way that shows their personality. So I personally like to push people from their comfort zone. I want them to leave their comfort zone and find their true passion and share that to the world, no matter what. So what we do to help entrepreneurs, we help them to share their real story, their real life, what they do, what they've done to come to the point today where they are successful. Nobody was born successful or rich or wealthy. But to share their struggle, their pain, their hard times in the past, or their small accomplishments, help others to engage with them and really believe them they are actually real people, so they can accomplish what they accomplish too. We create this pattern for entrepreneurs. It is uncomfortable. That's why I said I push them from their comfort zone, because it is hard to share your pain, right? We don't want to share.
No, I mean, it is uncomfortable when we start talking about ourselves. So how does this kind of conversation or storytelling, how does it help it grow their profits?
Starting from their true passion. So I help them first find why they started what they do in their business, because they created their own business, right? They're an entrepreneur. So they do what they love. They want to earn money, but also they love what they do. They're passionate about something. But along the way, we all do, we forget our passion. We forget why we do what we do. So once they find, for example, let's say as a speaker, you have a message to share, right? And you want to do this no matter what. You love speaking. But if you focus on just money, you cannot share your true passion. You cannot share what you really love. You will be unsuccessful. So coming to the point, sharing life, sharing who you are. Let me give you an example.
Please, yes.
Americans and most people, I think most people, we are in love with Apple brands, right?
Yes.
We are in love. We don't question how much it is. We don't question the quality, anything. We love the passion. We love the brand itself. It is, Steve Jobs didn't have any doubt or any question when he was doing what he was doing. He was just passionate about changing, and he knew it's going to change the world. And he was right. So we help entrepreneurs to be an Apple, to be that brand, to share who they are, who really they are. And then it's you. When you share you don't have to wear a mask. You're just you, and you're going to attract people like you. So that you can create a real business relationships, and it will stay lifelong.
That's amazing. I think that's the real attraction, is making sure that you're attracting people for a long time, and people that you enjoy and you want to be around with. I know that when you sell a product, you don't get to choose your clients very well. They just either like your product and you sell it. But when you offer a service, like most of my clients have, then you get to choose who you work with. You say, I enjoy you and I'd like to make more of you. And I think that storytelling will really attract them in. Do you have a brief example of a story that might be able to give us an idea of how that would boost a profit?
Actually, recently, I have my own story, because when you do what you do, you sometimes forget to do for yourself. So as a life coach and marketer, I always tell people, share your story, share your struggles, share you. Don't be afraid of it. Don't put yourself behind the scenes. So I didn't have time, or I didn't think about that I need to share my story, my struggles too. In 3 years, I struggled a lot in the United States. I came here with no job, no one, no English, just nothing. So right now, having my own business and having clients is a blast for me. But I didn't share my story. So one of my friend who is a coach, she told me, how about you? You know, as a coach, you always want to hear from someone to tell you what you need to do. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I never shared that. So once I shared my story, even in the video, I cried because it's just so real. So I didn't prepare for the speech. I didn't prepare for anything. I just put my phone in front of me. I was outside and I just shared what I've done, what happened to me in 3 years, and where I'm at right now, and what is the real side of it. What is the real picture of what I'm going through? I'm not always joyful. I am the joy, but it is not always shiny and happy. There are real stuff in life, and I go through a lot of things too. I just don't show people when I'm around. I always smile. So when I shared my story, my current clients and other people that they didn't know what was it before, they started connecting me more. They started asking me more. And even my energy changed, that I became more me. And I didn't have that when I was at networking events. I didn't have any issue about sharing my message or thinking, should I sell this person? Should I pitch this person? No, I was just me, and I attract more clients after sharing that. I all believe the energy and everything, when you share, it affects your body and it affects everywhere. So you attract more clients. So I had a lot of clients after that. So that's the real story.
I love it. I love it. Proof is in the packaging, right? So how you mentioned networking. A lot of us network to grow our business, and we think that that's a wonderful way of building business relationships. Are there other ways that I could share my story? Can you give us some examples of other ways, since marketing is a niche for you as well?
Yes, of course. So what we do, we help our clients to manage their social media accounts, creating marketing campaigns, creating strategies, and sharing their story and what they've done in their life on social media and online. So everything is digital, and it's going to be more. So it's a great way to share your message and your story in a right way. That's where we help people to be consistent, sharing in a right way, using specific hashtags, using specific keywords related to what you do, and really sharing you. Videos are super important. I encourage all my clients and all entrepreneurs who are passionate what they do and want to have more clients and increase their profit, share whatever you do, share your personal life, share your family events, make videos, put them on your social media, and start with creating your core people around you. People already like you. Find out your fans already and start engaging with them more. And then you put the content, you put everything out there, and then it will eventually increase your visibility.
That's great. Now here comes the real secret. So this is it, having your story. But where do you post it? So with so many social media platforms out there, there's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's Twitter, there's your website, there's, YouTube. Where do you post your story? And is it something that you would post like the same story over and over, or would you snippet your stories or maybe share your life? I guess that's kind of a long drawn out question. Let's roll them all together. So where do you post?
Okay, all of them are great questions, and it's worth to discuss. Every entrepreneur and every area of your business, it's different. For example, if you're a coach, it's different which social media you use. It's all different. It depends on what you do and how you're comfortable with. Most people like to write blogs and share them. They don't like videos. So for them, for example, it's good to share on Facebook and link to other sites. And LinkedIn is great too. For example, Facebook and LinkedIn, you use them. For example, Instagram doesn't allow you to put links on your posts on purpose. So it's more photos or short videos. So Instagram is not really a good tool, but personally, I use it for my blogs too, because I link to my bio. And if I have audience on Instagram more are my readers, they can go and read. It depends on your audience, but also what you do. So my blog's more about coaching, so it can relate it to different sites. But it's, as I said from the beginning, it depends on you, on your business, and how you're comfortable with. Comfortable.
Sure. How often should one post? I see some people out there that are like posting every single day, and then there's those that I wish would post more. Is there a magic number of posts that would help you? And we're talking service-based professionals, so that could be anything from a dentist and chiropractor to a business coach. So there's all people, but they're not necessarily selling widgets. So I'm wondering, how often is a good post? A couple times a week?
I think this starts with your followers.
Mm-hmm.
For example, if you don't have enough followers and people like your services,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter how many times you post, because you need to engage. You need to create the engagement. So, for example, a couple weeks ago, I was at the Social Media Marketing World in San Diego, which was the biggest marketing event. So all the experts talked about Facebook has changed the rules. So it's not a content anymore. It's more of engagement.
Okay.
So if you post something, let's say once a week, and there is no rule for that too. That's why my company follows no rules. There's no rules. Because it all depends. It's so funny because we tried a lot of tools and ways of posting. That's how we found there is no rules. It's all about your audience and how you engage with them. There is an engagement. Now it's not about content and anything. It's more of engagement. Whatever you post, if you create engagement, if you have comments more than likes, or if you have both of them together, it means your post is valuable. No matter what. I'm not saying just post anything cute or anything just brings a lot of likes and comments. If it's related to what you do and what your company does, your story, and if you can have engagement, that's when especially Facebook likes that. And if you link in the Facebook, if you don't let people leave the Facebook with the link, then Facebook loves you more, because you're keeping people in the Facebook and you're engaging, you're creating engagement with them. They like your post and comment. And of course, you have to post once a week at least, once a day at least on Facebook if you want to keep the momentum and create the content and to be found more. And Instagram, we recommend 2-3 times per week or every day if you have the content. It's not if you have the content and really you believe it's worth to post, it's beneficial for people and you can create the engagement, there's no rule. You can post 3 times a day or just once a week. It's all about engagement.
I love the engagement because that's more than just putting an ad out there and trying to get people to buy your product or buy your solution. You're engaging them in a thoughtful process that will get them thinking and want to hear more from you, and you want to hear more from them. We all know social media is a trap, right? It's a time-sucking trap that brings you in and you get lost looking at little cat photos or videos of silly people doing silly things. And it's horrible for us on a personal level, let alone a business level. Are there any easy ways to do this without getting caught in the time trap and the social vortex of being on social media and just getting lost? Are there any tricks for that?
So did I understand correct? You want to use less time?
No, I think social media is and telling your story by using the organic way of building. But my question is social media can be such a trap. You get on and you start chasing, squirrels around and just getting lost. Are there any tips or tricks that can keep business owners still being effective in their business and not doing this quite so much? Do you have any words of wisdom for us small business owners?
If you really feel yourself distracted by looking your social media, I recommend you to look people you like to follow. You can go to their profile. Mm-hmm. That can be a tip that you can see what you want to see, and then you don't get caught up anything else. Or if you want to enjoy other cat videos or other things and what other people do, you can set a time It's funny, but you can set a time on your phone and then it will just stop you. You can set a time because there is no other way to stop yourself. We all do, and
child controls.
Yeah, I use just when I'm with my friends or when I am working, I just flip my phone like this so that I don't see any notification. And when I look at my social media, I only look 2 times a day. And whenever I look at the people that I follow. For example, on Instagram, you can pick the story that you want to look, and you can search people that you're interested. And if you feel you're getting caught up, then it's better way to put the alarm and okay, time is up. Put your phone away.
That's a good tip. So with using social media, and I just love the idea of telling stories, but most of us have stories and we feel comfortable sharing with the people that are already in our circle. If we're looking to grow our business and find other people that don't already know us, do you have any tips that we can use to attract new people using stories and social media?
Yes, you can still share in your circle and ask your fans. That's why I said, but I couldn't really explain. If you share with your fans and they comment on your post, ask your friends who are owners, who have variety of network, huge network. Ask them, can you share my post? Can you comment on my post? If you really like, can you share my post? Can you share with your email list? And I would email too. If you share your story, email to your emailing list, because we forget who we have in our circle or our network. And sometimes we don't add people on Facebook too. For example, if you connected on Instagram, you forget to add them on Facebook because you catch their live on Instagram. But it's different algorithms. You need to have everywhere, whoever you know, on LinkedIn or other places. LinkedIn is a great place to connect with other business owners and grow too. Mm-hmm. And again, the same tip of it's related to engagement. To create engagement on LinkedIn or Instagram is the best way to message people. Mm-hmm. You don't know who they are, but you like what they do, and you feel there can be any collaboration or any win-to-win situation that you can create. Just send them a message and really tell them, like, I really like what you do. I would like to have a call. Or if you have more time, just meet them for a coffee and share. You never know who knows who. And you can get clients from anywhere, out of the blue. That's what I do. That's why sharing and following what you already love is super important. Mm-hmm. I love coffee, and I love to have coffee with people and listen to their story. I don't bring any of my business cards, anything about my business but myself. But when we sit down and they start asking me my business, and then they started asking me, oh my God, I might have someone interested in your services.
It's all done through the story.
That's what we are passionate, because you are selling when you're actually not selling.
Good point.
Yes.
So if we're looking for some help or some guidance, how would you be able to help out my listeners and the listeners of the podcast here? Do you have anything that you can do for us?
I can give people who listen to this podcast, I can give them 30 minutes consulting call in marketing or coaching, where we can dive into their business or life and find out what they need. Mm-hmm. And following that, whatever they choose, if they choose to work with me, I can plus give them free 1-hour session in marketing or coaching, whatever they need.
Wow, thank you. That's great. How can they reach you?
They can comment on this video.
Okay.
or they can reach out to you. They can say, Marcia, there was a girl that we really like. We want to check out what she really does, her company does. I would like to have conversation with anyone interested in sharing their story and grow by being themselves.
Perfect. Can they reach you on any of your social channels? Do you feel comfortable giving your social channels out?
Of course. It's my name, struggle name, Burcu Onaranel. They can find me anywhere. On Instagram, it's Joyy Burcu. We can share my all links under this video. I can see you. If you need to connect me, I'm all happy to help anyone.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining me on my podcast today. I hope you guys have found an idea or two that will make your business more profitable. If you would like to know how to specifically increase your profits in your business, then let's chat. Remember, you can schedule a brief call on my calendar, calendly.com/Marcia-16. And thank you, Burcu, for showing up today. This was such valuable information. We loved it. And I can't wait to share you with my list and get you more clients and get my clients more profits going forward. So I hope you can catch us next week. Yeah, I hope you can catch us next week. My show is on Mastering Your Money Mindset with my special guest, Kathy Pidwell. Very excited. She's an amazing gal. Been doing that for a long time. So we would love to hear your questions, feedback, or ideas for future shows. You can reach out to me on any of my social channels, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram at Bella Financial, or Marcia Reiner, or my website, bellafinancialgroup.com. Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast. You don't want to miss any future ones, and we sure don't want to be kept as the best kept secret. So if you do follow us, I'll be more than happy to share my Get Financially Organized workbook with you. It's a real brief download that'll get you organized and online. So thanks for catching us today. Thanks, Burcu, for being on. And until then, next week, we hope you make your plans and profit with it. Thanks for joining us today.